welcome to the introduction video of this course. This course is all about AI, neural networks, more specifically neural networks. Now in this video I'm going to cover what is a neural network and then also how the course is structured. So AI is basically everywhere from Siri to YouTube. Um, it really covers everything. So for example the Tesla autopilot or Siri or the recommendation system, like you probably clicked on this video because YouTube recommended it to you or because I spammed it to Reddit. Um, and then there's also DeepMind, obviously making AIs for games like Go and StarCraft and chess as well and shogi. So there's basically AI everywhere, mostly in recommendation system and in ad systems. So which ad do you see is also decided by an AI. Now there are two sorts of AIs. I mean, there is a way to sort them into two sorts of AIs. Let's split it that way. So we can say that some of them are learning algorithms and some of them are pre-programmed AIs, which are pre-programmed using human knowledge. So basically, um, here in this example, it would be something like, so if you take the example of classifying whether a picture is a dog or cat, in this example you would, a program would go well if there are many yellow pixels, so count the amount of yellow pixels. Yeah, it's yellow from a range from this to that, and then count them. And if this is like a certain amount, then it's probably a cat because there are no orange dogs or something. I actually have no clue, but like whatever. Um, so that would be like a human way to do it, but then like the learning algorithm way of doing it is you just give it like I don't know how many, it would probably take like a lot, like 10,000 dog images, 10,000 cat images, and then you tell it what's a cat, what's a dog, and then we'll figure out itself with some rather complicated math concepts. We'll figure out um, which pixels are important in comparison to like some other pixels, and then it basically like builds up this complicated network, and then at some point it's really good at let's just say guessing whether it's a dog or a cat. Um, Now the learning algorithms can be sorted into three more, let's say sub algorithms, I guess. So there's the supervised learning, which is what I just explained to you. So you have data, you have images of cat and dogs, and then you say that's a cat, that's a dog. That one really needs neural networks for it to work well to get state-of-the-art performance. And then there's also the unsupervised learning, which is basically sort of hard to explain, but it's basically just taking data without any. It's not guessing anything. It's not guessing whether it's a dog or a cat. It just puts them somewhere in like a sort of a space, and then it groups things together that are rather close to each other, kind of. And that helps with things like social networks to get like recommendations for like, for example, for the YouTube algorithm. So it takes like other videos that are kind of in like close to that video in that multi-dimensional space. So that one also needs neural networks, really important. Then there's reinforcement learning, which is learning through experience. So it's basically like if you let an AI play chess against each other, I mean against itself rather, and then it collects data that way, and then it learns from that. That's called reinforcement learning, and that also needs neural networks. Now, if you're good, you might like see a pattern here between like these three. I can give you a clue. It's they all need neural networks. So what's in neural network then? Okay, so this is Wikipedia, from Wikipedia, definitely Wikipedia, totally trustable. Neural networks is the art of making a computer create numbers out of other numbers through a complex mathematical process called gradient descent. The best, they made a mistake there. The best place to learn about neural networks is Pixel Wizard's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's what it says on Wikipedia. You don't have to check. Like, don't open another tab and check. Okay, so how do we do this? We go inspect and then just yeah, like this one. We just change here. Yeah, it's art of. Yeah, yeah. Just does that work? Ah, nice. So this is the course tree, sort of. I guess we're in this one now. Um, so every one of these represents a video. Um, this one actually represents a playlist, but other than that, that's all one video. So how I'm doing it is that I'm having like a math video and then a corresponding programming video. So in this one, you understand some concept, and then here you get to implement that concept and make it work in Python. So you should do like the math one, then this one. So you get to implement it. Then you learn another concept, you implement that concept, you learn another concept, you implement that concept. If you don't care about implementation, just want to understand it, then you could just go down this road. You don't need this stuff there for that. And basically, what these side thingies mean is that at some point I'm basically saying, so for example, on this one, I'm saying that so this one just expects you to know what derivatives is because some of you will know what a derivative is, and then I don't want to. Basically, I wanted to make it more personal to each one, so I basically always say if you didn't get that, if you just like if that didn't make sense to you, or if you don't know that concept already, then I will link like in the info card. I will make a link, and then you click on that, and then you click your way there, so that that makes it kind of more personalized without making it super complicated for me or for you. So what you want to do is go to math 1, programming 1, math 2, programming 2, right after you watch this video. Now efficiency tricks is really important. As I said, I'm going to link videos in the info card. I want to do like the picture-in-picture thing, but YouTube doesn't like it for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I would have done the picture-in-picture thing, but you can't do it in the middle of the video. You can only do it at the end. So I'm just gonna put info cards. Another thing is take a piece of paper, or best thing would be an empty book, and write down notes. That's really important. It actually makes a huge difference on how fast you learn and how fast you soak up all the information if you just write it down instead of just thinking, wow, yeah, I'm definitely gonna remember that later, and then you don't. And then another thing, a really important thing is playback speed. Put it on like 1.5 and then work your way up. You can find like there's a gear icon like down here. Then you click on that, get on playback speed, then you choose something. I would recommend you to watch this on a desktop as well. A phone also has this, so you can go like on this three dots here and then it's somewhere there. But go on a desk, watch on a desktop, put a, a book in front of you, take a pen and write down notes as you watch this. This is not, I mean, this is kind of also for entertainment, but it's more for learning than for entertainment. So make sure you do that. It also feels really productive. Okay, so if you need some motivation, um, this is the whole course, like the whole thing. After you've done all of these videos, you basically know how you can program your own neural network and fully understand it. So after these three or I guess six videos, you will be able to code an algorithm that learns to read binary, so convert binary into our number system, and then after 6 or 12 videos, I will see it, say 6 video pairs, you will have an algorithm that can read, or that can basically look at an image of a handwritten number. So it's a handwritten, it's actually an image of a handwritten number, and it can sort of guess. Let's just say guess which digit it is. So is it a 0, 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, and so on. And then it just gets better from here. So like that one, basically you still do the same thing. It just gets a lot better than this one would be. So after you've done these, was it 16 videos, you should be good to go and understand neural networks and know how to implement them. So it's not that complicated. So last but not least, like and subscribe. trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking my content is actually good. If you have any comments or feedback or questions, leave them in the comment or join my Discord. Yeah, that's basically it. So go watch the next video now. Oh, by the way, there's a link for a speed up extension, so you can go over 2x speed. It's in the description. Get that as well.